Okay guys, I'm here today with Heath Pedigo, huge honor for me and Alejandro. And guys, this week they're shooting here an entire instructional all about the Daisy Fresh white belt curriculum Wrestling for Jiu-Jitsu, which Alejandro is leading together with Heath. So can't wait to learn something here.
Yeah, so Alejandro is the head wrestling coach at the high school that I actually went to. He came down as part of the team, and then we got that. And him and Michael Pixley have a club that's on top of the Daisy Fresh. Now the PSF Wrestling Club, the Daisy Fresh Wrestling Club. So what Alejandro has helped me come up with is a curriculum for people that do jiu-jitsu, no matter what belt they are. We started at white belt, and he is helping them understand not only how to wrestle, but how to apply the wrestling that they're going to learn to their jiu-jitsu game. So I have seen, since Alejandro and Michael started this program, I have watched people who have never wrestled a day in their life take multiple college wrestlers down.
Yep.
The curriculum, it leads into everything. Here's the thing, you buy a wrestling thing and people teach tons and tons of great moves. But Alejandro breaks this down scientifically so you can not only learn it, but you can actually apply it and remember it. And that's the big thing. Sometimes watching some instructionals, it's easy to forget. These things, they roll right into each other so perfectly and come full circle that it makes the curriculum easy. And just like I've done with the jiu-jitsu, like we've done the white belt, gi, no gi, we're getting ready to do it.
This is
no gi
Wrestling
purple.
for Jiu-Jitsu.
This is the white belt, and then it's going to advance white belt, blue belt, purple belt, brown belt. And we do believe by the time that someone's at the end of that they will have the level of a college wrestler if they apply and stick to the curriculum.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And can you show some moves, Heath? Like another 100?
Yeah. So one of the things that Alejandro really helped me with majorly was hand fighting and like a snap down. Okay. So one of the things that, especially in jiu-jitsu, one of the main things that happens is if we tie up, Bernardo, we stay here on our feet and we kind of pull each other back and forth. And if one of us doesn't pull guard, we get hit for 2 or 3 stalling calls, and then whoever happens to end up on top, especially as heavyweights, wins. When I met Alejandro and he came in, he showed me just a simple thing on a snap down, right? That we pull in jiu-jitsu, we're pulling their forearm into our chest. Okay? So I'm pulling him down, and if I'm really, really strong, I might be able to get him down to the ground. But Alejandro taught me something really simple that I'll let him show by just flicking at the top of the head and flicking at the thumb instead of the arm makes me put my hands on the mat. There's no shooting involved. It's the easiest way to get into front headlocks, front chokes, front finishes, back takes. It's such a simple thing. It's one of those things that when I learned it from him, that I felt like I had wasted 20 years because I didn't figure it out. And only in 5 seconds. It was one of those mind-blowing jiu-jitsu things, you know what I mean? So I'll let him take it over and teach that. Waylon, can I borrow you real quick, please? Also for this video, what we did is very similar to the Daisy Fresh white belt curriculum. We brought 2 white belts. One has very little wrestling experience and the other one has no wrestling experience. And they go over everything that Alejandro is going to show. I ask all the questions and all the mistakes that I think we see the boys make, and the boys ask the questions that they have, so everyone at home that purchases it gets their questions asked.
That's awesome. No, that's awesome. No, I love this idea, and it's very unique, and you're one of the only ones who does it. This idea of bringing like white belts to do the moves, so they ask exactly the same questions that the customers might be asking at home.
And interesting enough, being a practitioner yourself for over 20 years now, right? When I watch these white belts do it, I still learn stuff. I learn watching them make the mistakes and go, oh man, if we could just do this and I could do this. And it just helps me be a better coach doing that as well. But anyway, let's get to this simple snap down here.
Yeah, so we get a collar tie and over tie. Okay, so one on the top of the head. I like to be on the crown. I don't necessarily want to be pulling on his neck. I want to be pulling on the crown. He's weaker here. He's stronger on his neck. So I get to this crown right here when I go to snap. Okay. So I keep my hand in the over tie here. I like to drive a little bit forward. And when I feel that pressure of like him giving back, I'll slide from that neck right to that crown. And at the same time, I'll snap to that wrist from this over tie. So here I drive forward. When I'm ready, I'm gonna slide in slow motion. I'll go in slow motion here. That's where I'm gonna attack that front head.
Good.
So in fast time would be here.
Good.
When you watch Bernardo, really, really good wrestlers go with jiu-jitsu guys. The jiu-jitsu guys will grab them really hard, and then when they snap them down, I mean, they snap them down.
snap
It's
down,
kind of
yeah.
And I could never figure that out, because like I said, again, when you're grabbing me, I was just pulling this down.
yeah.
And I didn't realize until I talked to Alejandro, basically making a kind of motion, just pushing him away, and then
Yeah.
That
No, and I
hands
love
went
the,
up to
this
the
idea that he pushed me first, and when I push back, that's the time that he snaps off. Because now he's getting all my momentum.
and such a simple thing. And like I said, in the video, he adds such simple details that
Yep.
you probably know, but don't know. That's just right there, and it's just small fixes, and that's what makes jiu-jitsu incredible.
I agree.
Just from moving that snap down from here to here
Yep.
is such a huge thing. So
And I also like the idea of keeping the hand a little bit higher than just behind the head.
a guy told me one time, when you get in a Muay Thai clinch is the best way to look at it, that if I'm here, that you could pick me up. You could literally pick me up
Yeah.
off the ground. But if I just move to the ground and you
yeah,
gotta pick
yeah.
me up, there's no difference. I always thought about that when Alejandro showed.
No, that's awesome.
You wanna snap Waylon down here?
Let's do it. So here, you go for the overhook.
Yeah, almost like you're like the same motion you would do for like a slide by.
Okay.
You know, so I like to push and straighten my arm. So like I push in his throat, he gives you a little bit pressure back.
And I was switching
And
this
I
hand
like
over
to
here.
I like to stay here, and then at the same time, this is gonna come and slide down to the crown and snap, and this is gonna slide down to the wrist.
And it is over here.
Yep, right by the wrist, straight
Here?
And you're gonna throw your leg back.
I
So,
got
so when you do this,
Why do you throw the leg back?
so that I don't snap him into my legs.
Okay,
And
okay.
plus, it lets me sprawl my weight on top of him in the front headlock.
Yeah.
So when I do it, I'm like this. I'm sorry. I'm like this, and
Yeah.
then in slow motion, when I go to do this leg's gonna go straight back here.
Boom. Got it. Oh, that's awesome. Let me try one more time. So I'm here, push, switch, and then I can go forward. Man, that's awesome.
When you snap straight down, you're just basically gonna drop your chest on top of the back on top
And
of
go
the
for
head.
the front headlock.
Front.
Can you do one more from the other angle? Do you mind?
Yeah.
It's his first day, Bernardo.
So here and here, I'm gonna push. When he pushed back, I switch over here, and I switch over here, and then
Yes.
I love it. Oh, that's really good.
This is Brazilian national wrestling champion now, Bernardo Faria.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so guys, this week Alejandro Heath and sharing an instructional all about the Daisy Fresh White Belt Curriculum Wrestling for Jiu-Jitsu. And Alejandro is leading it together with Heath, with the white belts asking all the questions that you might have. So make sure to check that out. It's going to be at IBJJFanatics.com very soon, and maybe by the time you're watching, it's already there. So thank you, Heath.
Thanks, Bernardo.
Thanks, Alejandro.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.